Well, look who it is, me. Oh, I wish I was going live to craft. Oh my God, you guys have no idea how much I miss crafting. I just look at everything in my craft room is literally covered in dust. And I mean, not because I have a dusty house, because we were sanding a floor. I was trying to sand the floor of Miku's room because we're putting new flooring in there. And guess what? I closed the door, but it still seeped out, and the dust is everywhere in my house. Every frigging crack and cranny, there is dust. I was like wiping off my computer like this, and I'm like, what the heck? That came in here too. So yeah, I'm not done, unfortunately. We do about 8 hours to 9 hours of work a day, me and Jeff, and then I have to rest because my knee is beyond pain. I'm actually trying to live with this pain, so and still do my day-to-day things. I don't have time to craft at the moment because we have been either renovating and redecorating the whole entire house. When I started this project, I was not redecorating my house. I was just going to do the basement. And when we started moving everything out of storage back into our house, now that my daughter had moved out, I was like, oh my God, I said to Jeff, why do we have all this stuff packed? Can we have our house back now? So that's what we've been doing, guys. We're working really, really hard. My goal is to come back to crafting on July the 10th because I do have two commissioned albums to make that I would like to make live because they are for one of our viewers, and she has a daughter, a granddaughter, a daughter, and her friend had done a 6-week European tour, so she kind of wanted some albums, two of them to be, in fact, to be kind of world, European kind of stuff. So I thought, what have I got that I could make these albums with? And I'm thinking, really nothing. So I did order some stamps, but I didn't order them just specifically for these albums. I did order these because we're going to learn how to make some tags. And that's one of my goals, is to teach you guys how to make some really nice tags out of old world stuff. So yeah, you can't see that. Maybe if I put it on the back of a white piece of paper, that might help. So I have nobody on my panel. I guess they're just staying in chat. That's fine too. Anyway, come on, piece of paper. Okay, so this here is really, maybe I should just take it out of the plastic instead of pissing around with this bag. Okay, so this has got a lot of pretty stuff on it that I want to use on tags, and it's a lot of just script and writing. It's so beautiful. I love it. And then we've got these ones that are going to make such beautiful tags. I've got so many things in mind for tags. So we've got that. This is all I've actually ever ordered since I've been not crafting. But I really wanted to get these because of the tags, but they're also going to come in extremely handy, especially for their European trip. Something like this with Paris and London and the Eiffel Tower. These are just kind of going to be really nice stamps, and they're going to be really nice for tags. And I'm also going to teach you guys another art called 3D art, 3D Papercraft. Hey, my name is Papercraft. Why not Papercraft? So this again is all these old museums, things that are from the European country. You can see we don't have nothing like that here. And then a nice big writing of script, which I really, really like. That's going to be nice for tags as well. And these I got from the store that cannot be named. They were super cheap, super cheap. So this one here's got the London Bridge and the London and the plane and England and like a lot of this stuff and tour is going to come in super duper handy for those mini album journals that I'll be making for one of my viewers. And this is going to be a gift to her daughter and her friend. And
Okay, I'm here just for you.
oh, hi, sweetheart. I knew you'd come for me. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm in the middle of packing, so I don't know how long I'll be on.
Packing? Where are you going?
No place good.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
Did you
not
say
really.
someplace not good or
Some.
good?
Oh well. I don't know.
Okay, we can talk about that after. Okay, and then finally I've got this one. These are going to be super cute on and look at these, perfect for those girls mini albums because they say day 1, day 2 and I can stamp those on certain places for them to journal. So this is going to be a super fun project. I'm actually looking forward to making this for her. And I'm more excited, not even more excited than anything, is just I wish I could see the reaction of the girls when they get them. So this is for her daughter and her friend that have toured Europe for 6 weeks. I would dream to do that. But I'm scared of flying, so I ain't going overseas.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, right? So I'm no good at that. I'm just epic fail at that.
Hi everyone. Hi Lynn. Hi Ian. Hey Rajul.
Yes, hello all you beautiful ladies.
Who else am I missing?
So
Hi Johanna.
I will be introducing these ladies and gents to some
Yay.
new kind of paper crafting. This is called 3D paper crafting, and a lot of you may know
Miss
what it
Penny.
is. A lot
Miss
of you may
Crystal.
not. Huh?
Sorry. No, I'm just talking out loud. Just ignore me.
No, I can't ignore you.
You have to.
Oh, but
It's
I can.
bad. It's bad.
Oh, you're funny. So this is going to be this is already all folded pieces. And my sister Patsy, you guys all know who she is. She literally helped me to fold these because you need to get a 3D shape like this. And I loved what I had made in the past with these, and they just clip together like so. So super easy. So we'll be
KK!
creating.
Hello!
Hi, KK!
Hi!
Okay, aren't these cool?
Don't be
So yeah,
silly.
these will fold up. Actually, got to fold these down like this. This is just a piece of paper that I went to our local um what do you call it? Um
Fabric store?
no, paper store that they do photocopying and stuff like that.
Oh, like a Kinko's. Oh, like Staples or Office Max. Uh huh.
Uh-huh. Why isn't mine working? I don't know what I'm doing wrong because I'm just cool like that. Oh, I see. I haven't made these for so many years. These are from a long time ago. So maybe they go in like so, right? Yeah, I did have it sort of half right there. There we go. Oh, that's right. And then you take a little,
That's a
um,
stationery store. Yep.
that's it, a stationery store. And then you take something round and you just kind of round the edges. So we're going to do some 3D art, guys. This is going to be one of the projects I got in mind to do. We'll probably do a few things. It's super easy. And it's something you can just sit on your couch, watch TV, and make a billion of these because each project does take billions of these. And I've got a beautiful vase or vase, however you guys would say it, in mind that I want to make, and it's gonna match my decor. Now that I've changed all my decor, but my sister, she helped me fold all of these. That was so nice of her, right, girls? Wasn't that nice of Padme?
Yes.
And then I started this years ago for my sister's room and I never finished it. It was a bookshelf with little books. Oh my God. Oh my God. I never finished it. Oh, this was for my daughter, Cassie Bruno, nursing 2013. See, I was paper crafting back then, guys. This
Those
is
are
so.
adorable. Good morning, everyone.
Yes, they are freaking adorable. I made these books. I forgot all about these. This was supposed to be for my daughter. Hopefully she'll never see this. Okay, so this is what I did. I forget the size of these sheets, but this is just paper that has to be cut this size. And I went and I bought a whole bunch of paper. And this was, I'm talking, before Jeff even moved here, and it's going on 5 years he lived here. I took these down to my local cutting store and said, can you guys cut all this paper into this size for me? So this is what they did. They took all of these and cut them all for me because I needed, array of different colors, but mostly white, of course. And this is all of them I have left. Oh, look, clothespin. Hey.
Hey.
I don't know what that's for, but you do use a lot of white. I don't know where all my white is because I could have sworn, oh, maybe it's in here. I could have sworn I had a lot more white. Oh my goodness, look at all the white. See, I knew I had white. So every one of these, I just took the sheets of paper into the, look, and you need glue sticks. Oh, I didn't even know I had these. Look it. I'm finding prizes. I'm going to measure that.
I want to guess
See,
it's 2x3.
what the saying is out of sight, out of mind, right? Well, this was out of sight because this was in storage. So out of sight, out of mind, I forgot all about them.
I think you passed it.
Maybe 1.5 by 2.5.
What?
Oh no, I'm just in my own mind trying to guess the size.
Oh, I'm going to measure that.
I know. I just
They are
impatient.
tiny. They are small pieces.
They look like
Oh, that's a heavy box.
2 by 2 3/4.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out. Hey, Tia, why did you do that?
Or maybe they're all 2.
Why
I
you
think
do
it's
that?
1.25 by 2. I think it's
No,
1.25 by
I'm
2.
saying 2 by 3 or 2 3/4 by 3.
This is 2 3/4 by 2 1/8.
2
You
Wow,
and
know,
an
that's
inch.
such an
And
odd
2
color
and a
size.
hair.
Okay, guys, can you hear my dog crying?
no.
Yep,
Why she wants to be on camera?
No, I don't hear a
I
dog.
think my sister did all of these. Oh my God, look, she folded all of these for me. Because you have to fold each piece like the way I just showed you. Oh my gosh.
Good
What am
morning,
I going to make?
Joanne.
That's pink. I don't remember what
Good
I was making. Honestly,
morning,
I don't.
Cynthia.
I don't remember. But anyway, that's some 3D crafting. Look, she even folded all these whites for me. Isn't she just some kind of special?
Yes, she is.
I'm going to go kill my dog. Hang on. She keeps going downstairs.
She's gonna go talk sweet nothings in her doggy's ear.
Why are you down there? Get up.
See, told you she's gonna talk sweet nothings to her doggy.
Yep. Hey, Christy. Christy Love's in the
I told
house.
you passed it.
My own fault. I didn't put the gate up. You silly girl. She sits at the bottom of the stairs and goes, ruff, ruff, like for till I get my butt up out of this
Crystal.
chair and go get her. So, hey, everybody. Hey, hey, hey.
Hi, Ruby.
Hi, Crystal.
So happy to see you.
Oh, but it ain't going to be for long.
I know. I've been trying to get in here. I've been listening to you, but I couldn't get in here. Dang it.
It's not coming up on the map.
yeah, we're still not done the floor, girls.
What's the name of the landfill?
Well,
He's got about 10 more tiles to lay, and then the quarter round has to go all the way around. And then we can start moving Miku in his room.
okay, that's good.
Oh, it's a start. And the basement is 3/4 of the way done. So I'm not even, it's probably going to take me half of a day to get that whole basement completely
Nope.
finished now.
Got almost 5 more miles to go.
I think the worst of it is done, except for shampooing the carpets that we still have the bedroom to do in the foyer, but that's it in the stairs. So,
I know.
yeah.
I was getting all excited that you were going live. I was like, Ruby's going live.
KK, how you feeling, sweetie?
Oh, yard sale.
Are you yard selling? All right, so without further ado, somebody wants to win something. You know me. So, guys, you're well aware that I have literally closed my Etsy. No more selling on Etsy. 5% might not sound like a lot to you, but that's literally 7% in Canadian for me, because our Canadian dollar is worth way less than an American dollar. So it's like, I don't know, 71 cents. Sometimes that's what PayPal gives me on my dollar.
Wow.
Yeah, it's painful and it hurts. And the sad part about everything is everything I sell in my Etsy is purchased in the United States. So I've paid duty and taxes on it. I've paid exchange on it. So
Customs, everything.
I'm just
Shut up.
losing all around with Etsy. So, but I did not sell everything in my Etsy shop, but I did remove all the listings because they're not going to get another cent from me. And now that they want to charge 5% on top of shipping. So if you paid me $25 for shipping, they're taking 5% of that. So the money that it actually cost me to ship by Canada Post, I have to fork over the rest of that money. So the 5% they take, I have to put the 5% back into my shipping to pay for a shipping out products. So I figured, screw you, Etsy. You keep your fees. These small town shops, it really, really hurts us because I can't afford to sell stuff on Etsy because what is the point? I'm actually paying to sell stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not benefiting from it. So what I'm going to do with all the leftover stuff, I'm going to have a video and we're just going to do friends and family. And that's the way I plan on selling stuff from now on, is no more fees. I'm not paying PayPal any more fees. And I'm not going to pay Etsy any more fees because I pay far too much for my supplies to come in from the United States. On top of that, I pay customs and taxes, which a lot of you don't do that. Anything that's $20 or more that is sent to me from the US, I have to pay duties and taxes on it. And that ends up being $17 for every $20 that I purchase, because I have to pay an $11 fee to Canada Post for collecting the money for the government. It sucks, but that's just the way it is. But anyway, from now on, I'm just going to set a rate. And with all my leftover stuff, I'm just going to have a little video of sell everything in just like little piles. And whatever's left of my lots, I'm going to break up my lots and just sell them individually because I don't have a lot of lots left. And the ones that I do have left, I will find a way to sell them. So, but that's the way it is, guys. I'm not doing Etsy anymore. That's it. I said this before, but this time I mean it. Now that we all got our notice stating that they're going to raise the fees from 3.5 to 5%, and they're also going to charge 5% on shipping now. And I believe this is all going to take place around July. I want to say the 12th or the 16th. I don't quite remember, but they ain't getting another dime from me. As soon as I'm done shipping out these orders, I'm paying my bill and they can kiss my ass.
Kiss my royal ass.
I am never paying them another cent. Their fees are ridiculous.
Royal
You know,
Heidi.
it doesn't hurt these big companies that sell, you know, huge amounts of product. They don't see these little hidden fees. But
Right.
I myself, as a small little shop kind of thing, it hurts me a lot. And being Canadian, it hurts me even more because I have to pay them in US. So their 3.5% I pay to them in Canadian dollars, which works out, say, like $10. I have to pay them probably $13 and something cents. So it's not worth it to me. Not. Anyway, having said all that, I did promise that the people that did buy stuff from my sale, my big sale, which was the 50% off sale, I was going to give away a quilt top and a quilt backing for you to complete. And what I meant by that was you are not going to get the batting in this quilt. You are going to get your own batting, whatever kind of batting you like. There's the ones I use. There's a nice fluffier one. There's all different kinds of battings, but that's your choice. So you're going to bind it. You're going to quilt it yourself. So this is the quilt here, and I will show it to you. It's made with actually a really pretty pink and soft grays. And it kind of looks like a little bit of brown in here, but that's more of a purpley grayish color in these flowers. So I have put the whole quilt top together, and to be absolutely honest with you, I do not know the size of this, but I can kind of roughly estimate it with a ruler. So let me get a ruler. Let me see what one of these quilt blocks are. These are about 9¼ inches. So 9, 9, 9, and 9. What's 4 times 9?
36.
So roughly 36 by 1, 2, 3 by 6. So there is
So
1, 2,
3 by
3,
6.
4. And there's 1, 2, 3. There's 6 rows at 4 across.
So 24.
24 times about 9¼ So that's a lot. Let's get the old calculator out. So, what did I say?
36 plus 24. I think it's 60.
Okay, 6 times 9. What the heck? 5,000.
That's a lot.
Oh, my mouse is pissing me off. It does double clicking. 6 times
For me?
times 9 equals. Okay, so it's roughly 36 inches by 54 inches. 36 by 54. So, but what I would suggest, I would put a border around this. So if you can find black, I would put a nice black border around this. Let me get rid of this calculator. And maybe put a 2, 3, 4-inch border, or whatever size you want. But this is my suggestion. I would put a border all the way around this, and I would, and there's the back of it, all pressed and sewed together. Each one is all pressed out nicely. Yeah, and make it a bit bigger because this is a good size lap quilt. So if you're sitting on the couch and you just want something to cover up with on the couch, this is perfect for it. So this is the backing for it. I do not know how many yards of backing is here, but there is enough to do this whole quilt. There's plenty of backing here. And you cannot get this fabric anymore. So I don't even think even if you tried to order it online, it's called, what's it called? This backing, this fabric is so beautiful.
It is gorgeous. So it's going
yeah. So there it is. It's folded in half lengthwise. So it's quite a bit of backing here. It's enough for a lap quilt. That I know. Okay. So yeah, somebody is going to win this today. And if I haven't shipped your order yet, it's going to go in your order. If you want.
Cool.
Yes. I can't get at our stuff. It's all piled in the other room, and
Yeah.
everything from Miku's room is piled in that room, and everything's all behind it. So we're gonna get all that done today, hopefully.
That's kind of how my house looks right now, and my freaking hot water heater went out. So yeah, I'm doing that. That's what I'm doing today.
Oh God, you got no hot water?
No, had to go to the truck stop last night and the night before to take a shower.
Oh God, did they let you do that?
Yeah, you have to pay. It costs $25 freaking for a shower.
What?
Yeah. Well, for two showers. So 15 or whatever it is, $12.50.
$12.50 each.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you used $12.50 of worth of water?
You're darn right. I took a 45 shower.
Hope you took a 3-hour shower.
Darn right.
Good God.
I made the girl go in there and scrub it before both my husband and I went in there, and then he's like, "What the heck? You're making the lady scrub it again? She just got done scrubbing it." I said, "I don't care. I want to see her scrub it." You know? You never know what that trucker's been doing in there.
No. Never know. Okay, so this is what I'm putting the names in. So the first one here is Sonia. Talise. Hey. Hi.
Hello.
Okay, so I'm just going to fold these up like I always do and put them inside a Kleenex box. Hey. Whatever works. I just liked it because I could shake it around and they're not going to fall out. And we have Linda Trees.
Yeah, I gotta say everything. She take care of it, bring a plastic zip on.
So I hope whoever wins this and finishes this quilt that they'll send me pictures of it all done. Amy Wolf. Next, we have Corina. Corina Usting. We have Lynn. We have Lynn Cookson. That's who that is.
Oh, and you know what? She's getting ready to move in 9 days. So
Who?
Lynn is. So Lynn, you might want to have Ruby hold on to it if you're the winner. She might want you to hold on to it till after she gets moved. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, okay. And we have Diane Parker.
Bambi, people bought things from her, and so she's putting their names, the people who bought things. She's doing a drawing, and so she's writing all their names down, and then she'll shake it up and then draw a name, and then whoever she draws will win. So that's how.
We have Mary. Dolly.
Queen Finger.
We have Queen Mary.
Something.
Our
Mary.
Dear Mary.
Eh.
We have Sherry Fish. Boy, that's some nice writing, Rubes. I miss crafting so much, guys. Just feels good to even sit in my chair.
I can tell how happy you are. You can hear it in your voice.
Right?
You're all giddy.
We have Amy Wolf again. She's got 2 orders, which I will combine her orders.
It's been what, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
In a month.
It's been 3
It's
weeks.
been 6 months, it feels like.
It's been over a month because the last video I done was June 1st, and that was for the draw of the other thing.
Wow.
We have Mina Azuma. Yes, that was because my daughter had moved out and we started our construction work then, and we haven't stopped. And then my knee, of course, had to start bothering me now. And now I just have to live with that pain because it ain't never going to leave. ever.
Is it
We
hurting?
we have a Barbara Higgins.
Barbara Higgins.
Barbara Higgins cup. I still got it. I've actually been using it a lot during our crafting, our construction, because I didn't feel like getting up and making 2 cups of coffee. I just made 1. And we have Diane Parker again, and same with yeah. There was someone else here that got 2 orders. And we don't have Jeff or Marie here too. Okay, so that's it for all the orders. Did not sell out on everything. But when I get time and I'm able to come back and officially make up piles and show you guys what's left, you might want to buy some of it. I don't know. But anyway.
Bye, Bambi. Thanks for stopping.
Look it, guys.
It's almost worth going.
Here are all the names.
To Canada.
So look it, I could turn it this way. The box here, great value. It's facing me. Bye, Bambi. What about Christy? What about you?
Did you buy something, Christy?
Did you buy something, Christy? Did I miss you somehow? Yes? No? Are you just messing with my head?
However, probably
mess with my head. Hey, I'm not going to draw until Christy answers me. Come on, Christy. Get that answer, yes or no.
Underlay.
I did order.
Yeah.
She did. Let me go back and check. How did I miss her? How did I miss this? This here pertains to the 50% off sale only. When I first revealed that I was shutting down my shop, it's in the group. So let me go find out the date of that first.
She said it's okay, I can't quilt.
It's okay, I can't quilt. What?
Then why the hell say anything, Christy?
Because Christy's just funny like that.
I think
hang on, I'm going to look.
And I did the one with the markers.
Okay, so since June the 26th, and all the orders I have for June the 26th was when I stated this. The date of all these orders. Let me see. I might have missed Chrissy. I'm just going to go right through them all again. I want to be sure.
Come on, hurry up, Raymond.
Hurry up, Raymond.
I'm tired of smelling this.
She's at the dump. They're taking a load to the dump.
Oh, I hate going to dumps.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, I got
They
woken up.
stink so bad.
I didn't have my coffee yet.
At least it's in the morning though, KK, so it's not, you know, the heat of the stench.
Christy, what are you doing to me? Let me go to my finished completed orders, because I'm pretty sure I never shipped anything since I announced this.
Oh, no, I have not. But Ruby, my husband has a mission for you. I will talk to you about that in private.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I already told him what your response is going to be. But yeah, he's got a mission for you for something in Canada.
I already know what you... I already know what my response is, and I don't even know what the commission is.
It's going to be, oh, hell no, I ain't touching that shit.
Oh,
KK,
my...
are you crazy?
Okay, what name does she use on Etsy? Because it did not come up.
Christy Kohler Uchi.
Uchi?
It's Christy Kohler Uchi.
Yeah, I can't ever pronounce her last name. I butcher it all the time. It's UT like SCHIY or something. last one of the big grab bag.
Oh, yeah. No, the big grab bag, sweetheart, are not in this. This is from when
I know, right?
yes, I said I was doing the draw date. It's in the group, yeah, under announcements. Chrissy, stop messing with my head.
Yeah, see, that's how her name is. It's UTSCHIG.
Yes. That has already been long gone shipped to her. She should have gotten it. Yeah, Uchching. Hey! Drum roll, please. Okay,
It's gonna be
so
Barbara Higgins.
this here is facing me, so I'm going to reach around and I'm going to grab a name. It's right here, guys.
If it's Higgins, I'm gonna laugh.
Are you ready
doing
for
a drum
this?
roll.
Sherry Fish.
Jellyfish.
Sherry Fish.
Yay!
Hey, is she even here?
Nope, I don't think so. I haven't seen her.
Oh, she got it and used already. She wanted to win a prize with that now. Come on, Christy. She's so funny. Okay, Sherry Fish is the winner of this quilt. How wonderful is that?
Lucky girl.
All right, so now for the... Whoops. Come on, you little bitch. Get out of here. Come on. Get out. Now for... Because I'm so especially loved, I am... Because it's your guys' American Day, what you call Independence Day, is tomorrow. This is a red, white, and bold block of the month, number 9. It is the Independence Day block, and I believe it's a 16 by 16 inch block, so it's huge. This is 12 inches, so add another 4. It's a huge block. So what you can do is follow the instructions of the pattern, and I am giving this away too, don't worry. There wasn't going to be
was
just
that from
one
the
winner.
block of the month box?
It's kind of like the month block. Yes, it comes with all your pieces for your Independence Day quilt block. Now, what I would do with this, to be honest with you, is I would build it, I would back it with a backing of a batting, and I would frame it, because this block is absolutely beautiful. Like, it's very, very pretty.
Yeah.
How these pieces, and it teaches you in here exactly how to make the block. It shows you all the individual pieces of your fabric, and they're all here. So every piece that you need is inside of this package. All your colors. So everything matches what it says in here. Okay? And then over on the next page, this is where it teaches you to... So they teach you to cut your fabrics, and this is how you're going to sew them together. So it says cut 6 2 7/8 squares from the white fabric. So they want you to take the white fabric. Which one's the white fabric? Wow, this is like thick photo paper. How come I don't see white fabric?
I want the jars.
What the heck? I don't see any white in here. Maybe they forgot to give you white. Well, I'll have to put some white
How
in
much
here.
do you want for the seashells?
Oh well, anyway, I don't see any white fabric in here. Why? Good thing I checked this, because this would have been a huge disappointment to anybody that would have got this. There is no white fabric in this. Okay. I'm just dumb. They're calling this white fabric. All right, if you say so. So anyways, follow the instructions. I was going to say I can't see this being missing, but you never know. Things do disappear at times. All right, so it's not very neat. Why is that buckling there? Anyway, So we're assuming this here is the white fabric. We should follow the instructions though, really. Oh, duh. This says white, this pattern, the red, the dark blue, and the light blue. So that's exactly what's in here. So they were telling you to cut 6 2 7/8 squares from the white fabric, 8 2.5-inch squares from the white fabric. So be careful because some of this here is 2 7/8 wide and some of it is 2.5/8 or 2.5 inches. So this one is the 2 7/8. There's going to be a skinnier strip. You're going to cut your strips following this guide. And then they want 2.5 by 11-inch white fabric strips. So don't cut those because you're probably already got them already cut for you. And then 1 5 1/4 square from the white fabric, 1 5 1/4 square from the red fabric. So those are probably already cut out for you. So anyway, it shows you how to pair all of these and how to sew it together. You can't get any more step-by-step instructions as this here is. So this is the red, white, and bold block of the month that I had ordered many moons ago. You will never get this pattern ever again. And it's by Sunnyside Quilts on eBay. I don't even know if they still exist because I bought this back in 2009, maybe 8. And I do not know why I ordered an Independence Day block. But this 16 by 16, as you can see how it's like it's matted on the outside, that's what I would do. I would mat the outside of it and frame it in a glass frame. Similar to my quilt block here. Let me show you this. Oh, ow. Ooh. It takes a lot of work to get up. Oh, shoot. I can't get this off my wall. Sorry. I can't show it to you. If I move that, I'll be sorry. But anyway, I'm going to do a draw again. Hey, Sean. Okay. Another name. Amy Wolf. This is Amy Wolf. Congratulations, Amy. This is yours.
Oh, she's gonna be so happy.
Wait, what?
Amy Wolf just won that. That's
yes. Amy Wolf won this. Sherry Fish won this one, and I'm actually going to pin this on here so I don't lose whose orders these have to go with. And now I have one more draw. I do.
woohoo!
And that is for this quilt top. It is completed. And all you have to do is get some fabric for your backing. The pattern is here. Actually, I shouldn't send this pattern because I did pay for this. And if I give it away, I might get in trouble. So, you know what I mean? So anyways, this is the completed quilt top. I had finished it. There's just no backing to it because you got to get your own backing. You could use any color you want, and this is huge. How big is this on a finished product? All right, so it works out to be I know I had to 48 by 48 inches. So that's how big this is. It's completely square and it is so pretty. So pretty. So this is also a giveaway, which was, I never said anything about this giveaway, but this particular one draw, I thought because you guys helped me to close my store out, I would give away extra things. So, and they're all sitting here, not like I just thought this up. They were sitting here waiting to go with the draw. Okay. So that's the draw for this. That will be the draw for this particular piece. Okay. This is
those colors together.
Beautiful quilt. Yeah, and it's called called Shade Cascade. That is what the finished quilt looks like. It's absolutely beautiful.
Oh, look at the center. That's so cool how it goes diagonal across there.
Yes, the whole, I can't show it in the camera, but it does go exactly, you'll see it. It's exactly like this photo. So it turned out gorgeous. So that's going to be for a draw. So I'm just going to sit this in here and take some air out of this bag to squish it because...
Yeah, everyone's saying it's gorgeous and beautiful and stuff.
Yeah. So you can actually add borders to this. You can find a nice burgundy fabric or pink or blue or green. Anything will go with this, and maybe put a border on it and then put a backing on it. And put your quilt batting in the middle of it. So let's see who won this one. Turning away. Sonia Talise. Congratulations, Sonia.
Congrats, Sonia.
So this one is Sonia Talise's.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little penny in that one so I know who this one belongs to. So that one is for Sonia. So we've got 3 winners, which I'm quite happy and pumped about. If I could fit all of this in a bag, I would like to, because I think it will just stay much nicer in a bag. And I have another bag right here, so this might work. Might hold it. Sort of. But anyway, it's good enough. And I'm just going to pin this. There. 3 lucky winners today, which I'm happy for. You guys. Excited. And don't worry, I have lots more giveaways, guys, because I'm not even going to try and sell stuff, really. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yes. Yeah. That's it for today, is these 3
Awesome.
prizes.
That's so nice of you.
Well, they're just sitting here collecting dust in my place, so why do I even have them if I'm never going to finish them, and I'm never going to have the time anyways, because right now, the way my life is going, I don't even have time to eat, honestly. And then the pain of my knee, I'm just sitting there in agony on the couch. It's like, oh, God. Help me, please. Anyway.
How is it in your chair right now? Is it bothering you still sitting in your chair?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's right now, it's bearable. And when Jeff gets home, we got to finish the flooring in that room. Once we finish that flooring and get started and moving everything is going to have a place now. That's the thing I'm trying to do, is get so organized that everything I have will have a place. So we have decided we aren't going to rent out our basement. We are just renting out one of the upper rooms here on this main floor, and it's actually the room that Miku's in right now. And we're going to keep the downstairs because I can set my quilting frame up there, and I have nowhere up here to set it up. So the room that we're working on and building right now is our back solarium room, which used to be the room to go to the pool. Now it's the room to the hot tub only. We were redoing the floor in there, and it's almost done. Like I said, Jeff's got maybe 6 or 8 more tiles to lay on that, and then he's got to put the quarter round all around the molding, and then we can start moving Miku's cage in there and get this room emptied and get our bedroom set up downstairs instead of the bedroom up here. We're going to rent this room out. So I don't want to rent out to anybody in our basement, simply because I don't want to have to repair stuff. I don't want to have to clean stuff. I don't want to have to do any of that. I want to just have a peaceful downstairs where I can go to as an escape. And I love it down there. and my quilting frame will be down there. So and I actually can't do any quilting. Oh, I want to show you guys. I can't do any quilting now until October because the lady I purchased the quilt frame from, I tried to get her to ship that because she lives in near London, Ontario. And I went and looked at Canada Post, Purelator, FedEx, UPS. All of those companies wanted freight charges, and it was over $500 to ship a
Oh,
three and a half by 10-foot box. Canada Canada Post refused it because of the length of it being 10 feet. So that had to go by freight because it's bigger than a normal. It's bigger than 8 feet. Anything bigger than 8 feet has to go by freight. And that's what all the other companies told me. So I was like, screw this. Her dad's coming here for hunting in October and he's going to bring it with him. So if I can just wait those few months before I quilt, then I'll get it for free. I won't have to pay $500 because so far the parts that she did ship me costed $170 just to have those parts shipped. And there was 3 boxes that were COD boxes that I had to pay cash on delivery. So the money went to her. So that was how she collected her shipping money back. So I was good with that. I was absolutely fine with that. But that one long piece, and I don't know, KK will know what piece that is. It's the longest.
I know what piece what you're talking about.
You can't break that piece down, KK.
If it's not okay, because mine can go from a twin size quilt frame to a oversized king quilt frame. So if yours is not where you could break it down and it goes to oversized king, no, it would be just one single piece.
Yeah, well, it is. So she can't. So I have to wait for this to come. But in preparation of that, I want to show you something. I'll be right back, guys. Hey, do some talking, KK. Tell them what we're
Okay.
going to make. Hey, KK, tell them what we're making.
Are you talking about the rag quilt?
Yes, rag
Okay.
quilt.
I know what you're talking about, the rug.
No, the jelly roll thing.
Yeah, the rug. That's what I meant. I was
That's
trying to
not a
confuse
rag
them.
quilt. Hey.
I know, I was trying to confuse them, Ruby. I was telling Ruby about it's called a jelly roll rug, not rag, rug. And it's made out of 2.5-inch jelly roll, which is strips, and 2.5-inch batting, and you would make it like a floor rug. You'll have to look it up on YouTube. I mentioned it to the other day, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I definitely need to make one of those." I was like, "Yeah, I need to make a couple too."
so if I buy one of those jelly roll kit things that are at Tuesday morning right now, then would that be enough for it?
That would be enough to make that rug, yes.
So if you were
roll, you don't even have to go buy the jelly rolls. You can buy a yard of fabric. You cut it the width of the fabric, 2.5-inch strips. So you can get the same quilt line from that whatever quilt fabric you pick. You can pick the same line and then cut 2.5-inch strips. So it can be the same pattern but different colors.
Oh, okay. So
Go ahead.
So
I'm so excited to make that, KK.
How much fabric do you need total to do it?
One jelly roll.
Well, if this is for if you don't have a jelly roll, one jelly roll I believe is what 32 strips, right, Ruby? So that would be like a yard.
So 32 times 2 is
jelly roll is the width of a fabric. So when they cut these strips, they cut them the width, and usually a width of fabric in cotton is 45 inches wide.
Well, so you figure said 36 times so
bye, Joanna. Be safe. Have a good doctor appointment, hun. Yeah, because a jelly roll, sometimes they come with more than what KK had stated. They could come with various, it just depends on what fabrics they have in that line.
Yeah, it depends on the company.
Yeah, it depends on each company's different, because if they have 30 different kinds of fabrics, then maybe you'll get 30. Who knows? But I do want to show you something, which I joined this called Sew Sampler quilting box, and I'll show you what I got in my very first box.
So Ruby, just really quick, if people don't have access to Tuesday morning or something to go grab a jelly roll, or
You get them anywhere online, anywhere.
do you know like how much? So is it just just like a 50 by 50 inch panel then of fabric?
No, it's a roll
No.
of 2.5-inch strips of all the fabric from that line. So say this company.
Oh, okay, I see.
Say
Okay.
RJR. RJR is a very popular designer for fabrics. Sometimes he has like, I don't know, 15 different kinds of fabric to one line. So this here is one line. We're just going to use this as an example. So this,
Right.
this pinks, these blues, all these different shades all come in one line. So these would be cut to 2.5-inch strips, rolled up in a jelly roll, totaling anywhere from 32 to sometimes 40 strips in a roll, depending on the company. Now, Moda is the only company that you can refer a jelly roll to, is because they created that, and that's a trademark name. Jelly roll is made by Moda only. The rest of these rolls are not jelly rolls, but they look like a jelly roll, but they're not a jelly roll. They are rolled up fabrics. And
so
what
if you were to buy just fabric, you would need at least 2.5 yards, because every strip is 2.5 inches.
Yes.
So you times that by how many strips you need. So 32 strips, you would times that by 2. That's how much fabric you would need.
Right.
Because a yard of fabric is 36 inches by either 42 to 44 inches, which is the width of the fabric.
Okay.
Right. Lynn Cookson had just stated some of them were smaller, and that's true. Because of, like, say this has like 1, 2, 3, 4 different greens in here, you would have got all 4 of those. And if the blue and the reds went in with this same person that designed this fabric line, you would get 4 colors of the pink and 4 of the blue, and they would times that out to either 2 or 3 of each of the strip. So you never just get one strip of one fabric. You get either 2, 3, depending on, again, the company and how many pieces of line of fabric is in that line.
Yeah,
It's always different, always. But usually, yeah, usually you get
fabrics in it.
such. Let me show you an example of a jelly roll, because I have one. I do.
So what size rug is it going to be?
Say what?
You know, like, is it going to be a round rug then, or a rectangle, or
like,
square?
It's oval. It's oval and it's beautiful.
Like the 70 rugs that were very popular back in the 70s.
Oh, okay.
All right. So here is a roll of fabric. This here, it would not be called a jelly roll because this is not a Moda fabric. If it was Moda, it would be considered a jelly roll. But these guys call these Benetix.com. They just call these 42-inch strips. So this here is what you would be looking for in a jelly roll. Okay. Everybody refers them to a jelly roll, but they're not. So in this line, this is what I'm making mine and Mary's bag, our bags with, which I haven't even had time to work on. So all depending on, again, the fabric line, the person that created this.
No, you can't park there. No.
These are not easy to get opened.
I see why it's called a jelly roll. It looks like a jelly roll.
Yes, it does. It looks like a really gorgeous jelly roll.
Yeah.
So inside here, so if I was, look at this beautiful. So this has 1, 2, 3 of this particular fabric here. So there's 3 strips. Okay. So when we make the carpet, you're going to sew all 3 of them together, or you can mix them up. And this dragonfly one, there's 3 of those. So there's 2 kinds of the fabric. 1, 2, 3 of this one. Again, some companies give you 2, some companies give you 3. So this one here has so far, and even if it's the same print, see, this looks identical, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
This one here has got big, huge flowers. These are all just leaves. If you guys can see what I mean, it looks like it's the same, but you can see this one here has flowers in it. This one does not. So this one here is just strictly all leaves. And this has
Freaking
what
gorgeous.
this one here has pearl, like the pearl drops that we use in paper, the
Yeah.
pearl drops. This looks like it was outlined and dotted with pearlescent drops. And that's what,
Wow.
yeah, this fabric is just stunning. You can see all the white, that's all pearl.
Wow.
So pretty.
Oh, okay. I just seen a shimmer. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Wow.
you should be able to. So Mary purchased all this fabric and sent it to me to make me and her a bag. And I'm so excited to make in the dragonflies and the purples. It's just
Yeah, I need to
absolutely.
ask her where she got that because I need
It
to.
all came from Missouri Star Quilt Company, guys. I highly recommend that company, and I'm going to tell you 2 reasons. One, the quality of their fabric is out. Or actually, I've got about 5 different reasons, but I'm going to tell you a few, 2, 3. One, their fabric is absolutely to the max, high quality stuff. 2, you get, every time you shop, you get Missouri Star Quilt Company points. So your next order you put in, you automatically, if you got 1,000 points, and you get a lot of points for everything like jelly rolls and loads of stuff, you can take your $10 or $20 right off your order on your next order. Also, when they ship things to you, they ship them in such beautiful folded ways and labeled for you. This is how your fabric comes in a package. So this is 2 yards of this particular fabric and 2 yards of this particular fabric. This is how all your fabrics come in nice little plastic bag labeled like that for you. So that's a few reasons why I love to shop at Missouri Star Quilt Company, because their quality is amazing. This is amazing fabric. And their prices are absolutely the cheapest I've ever seen. I don't have a Joann's. I don't have a Tuesday morning. I don't have a Ruby Tuesday or whatever it is. Look at the sheen on this. How can you not see the sheen on that?
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
So this one here, I only got 2 pieces of. So there's an example. This one here, I got 3. And it's all going to depend at how many pieces of fabric in that line that they work it out to so many strips in a roll. So look at this one. So this is actually the same as this green fabric, only this one's green and this one's purple. So this is a mint green. This one's in a very light purple. Okay, so let me continue on here. And this one here, I only got 2 pieces of in this purple. So they kind of balance it out. Wow, this has got, and this one here is the same as this one, but in different colors. So you get all the colors too in a jelly roll. And that's what I really, really love. You get a little bit of every fabric in that line. Again, here's this leaf fabric. Remember this one?
Yeah, so they do complementary colors of each type of pattern. So if they've got a leaf with greens, then they go a leaf with purple. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's how that one's going to work out. So it works out perfect.
Man, that's gorgeous.
It is beautiful, beautiful fabric. I can't wait to make me and Mary a bag. I just want the bag just to sit it on my desk and look at it.
Yeah.
Because it's purple.
Yeah.
And this one here.
Purple, but I freaking love that. And I love, like, I'm crazy about like butterflies, fairies, and dragonflies, but oh my gosh.
Look at this. Purple, dark purple with those. You could see the sheen of the.
You could see how rich the colors are. Like every single print is so rich.
What did I do? Oh my God, this mouse is really gonna fucking piss me off. Oh,
you're okay on YouTube and Hangout?
No, I don't know what I did. I screw everything up. Uh-oh. Oh my God, I hate this thing so much. I do. I can't get this to move back. It was almost went right off my screen. Oh, for Pete's
Oh, Lynn Cookson makes fabric pine cones, fabric Christmas pine cones every year. And after she gets moved, she's moving in 9 days. And
Yes.
so after she gets moved, then she's going to do a video on how to make fabric pine cones. That's so
Oh,
cool,
that's
Lynn.
nice. And this one here, I got only 2 strips of in this color. This is like a really pretty dark aqua teal color. And this one I've only got 2 strips of course, in this beautiful teal color. Oh, cry me. Cry me a river, you big baby. Oh, and look, the leaves again in another color.
Oh, wow.
Look at all in the mints, in the
So now,
green.
yeah, now it's the greens. Wow.
And this one here, again, only 2 more strips. So you can see each jelly roll comes with, some come with 2 of each, some it comes with 3. It's just depending. This is the line of fabric, so you get a little bit of each fabric in a jelly roll. Same within fat quarter packs and all that kind of stuff. So this is gorgeous. And of course, this is going to be,
It's like a little sample platter of fabric, pattern fabric.
this will be mine and Mary's pockets, our handles, and this is our inside of our bag fabric. Look at this one.
Oh,
With the dragonflies and the flowers. Look at the dragonflies. Isn't this beautiful? So I will show you when I'm done these, because these are those jelly roll bags that I already done tutorial on. And Missouri still has theirs up. So, oh shoot. Look what I did. I took half the jelly rolls with it.
Joanne said, tell Ruby to move her coffee so she doesn't spill it on her fabric.
Yeah, I already moved it. I saw it sitting there. I'm like, yeah, I need to move that. So this is for mine and Mary's bag. And this here is our jelly rolls. So this is quite a few strips. This is going to give you quite a few. This is going to be a big, huge rug. So this one here came with 2.5 by 42-inch strips of fabric from Benetarks called Essence of Pearl Purple.
So you're doing a rug out of those strips, and you're doing
not these ones. No, this is our mine and Mary's bag. No, I would love to do a purple rug, but to be honest, I don't have anything in my house, decor-wise, that this would match.
Yeah.
So I really wouldn't do it this color. So I am gonna soul search and order myself something, for my house. I am gonna make what are they called for your couch? They're just like throw cushions. I am gonna make a throw cushion for my couch and my love seat. And I haven't decided what kind of fabric I want to use yet or what I'm gonna make them with. I just need them to be black and red. That's all I care about. Yeah, so this is what I was showing you, the Sew Sampler box, and this one's called Neighborhood Block Party. So every month you get a sampler in your box, which is quite fascinating. In this one here, this month's box, we got this beautiful, whatever that is. You get these Thimble Blossom pins that come in the pin collection, but the pin in every one of these boxes is the actual quilt block. So that is the quilt block we'll be making that's made into a pin.
Oh my gosh, how cool.
Yes, so that's why it's called Neighborhood Block Party.
Wow.
And what I like about it, it is going to be, I know it was only June when I got this, but they were thinking ahead, and this is a Christmas pattern. Just letting you know that. And it comes with whatever this is. I don't know. Oh, it tells you all about the charm packs and the quilt that you make with the charm packs. It comes with the recipe. It's called Barn Block Recipe. Oh, yeah, this is block 3. This here, sorry, this here is a quilt you can make. Every month they ship you one of the blocks, the recipe cards that go into the barn block. This is the one here. So what you would do is cut the fabric out according whatever fabric you're using. Like they're not giving you the fabric, they're giving you the pattern for that particular piece, that block, that month. So that is block number 3. So I don't know what block 1 and block 2 is. I'd have to write for them to send them to me. But this here is called Cupcake Crossing. And TK,
Yes, hon?
guess what this is?
What is that?
Something you told me to keep trying.
Paper piecing?
Yes.
Yay! You're going to love it once you get the hang of it.
So this is called the Cupcake Crossing Quilt Pattern. This here, Cupcake recipe mix, this makes 1, 2, 3 different blocks. So this cupcake paper piecing makes 3 different blocks. And every single piece for your cupcake, for your actual pattern, each one of these, there's like, I don't know how many in here. There's a lot in here. Each one of these you would use individually onto your quilt. Sorry, to piece it. So you're going to you're going to take your 5.5-inch squares. You're going to sew it here. And let me see. No, you're going to sew it here. You're going to sew it here. You're going to cut it here, and cut it here. And there's your pieces. So let me show you the fabric. It is absolutely beautiful, even though it's Christmas. Oh, and they give you this art bin.
I like that little container.
Yes, it's called art bin, and it's an art bin container that they fit the charm packs in here perfectly. So that was a good deal. So this is called, and you got 2 packs of charms in this sampler, along with the cupcakes. So let me just show you some of this fabric. It is just gorgeous.
That bin's nice for washi tape.
So there's that one.
Maybe when she's done using it.
Yeah.
Look at this one.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, I like that
Look
one.
with the red, white, and aqua.
Wow.
And this one here,
Yes.
I'm going to put them back in here. This one, oh, okay. It's all polka dotted. See it? Cool. It's like white on white. So all of these have silver metallic in them. I don't know if you can see it. See the little silver in the little blue flowers? That's silver fabric.
A little bit, yeah. Oh, yeah. In the centers of the flowers.
Yes. Look at the green. Oh, this is pretty. Little trees. Little polka. Oops, we missed this gingham square. That's a gingham square.
I can't wait till you get your package because I got you that chubby charmer pattern to make the big chubby charmer bag.
You did?
Yeah, it's called chubby charmer. Yeah.
And can you see the silver in that? No, of course not.
Cute.
I wonder if you can if I turn this light up.
You can see it, Ruby. You can.
Okay.
Oh, I saw the silver.
Yep.
Oh my goodness! Look what I got. A ripoff.
Hey, that's scraps.
Look at this. This fabric is gorgeous. Even though it's Christmas, it's gorgeous. Oh my God, I love that.
Well, and I am very much a traditional person when it comes to Christmas colors, but I actually do like the aqua in it.
Look at this red. This is a beautiful red. This is the kind of red I need to make my couch cushions with.
Well, now you know the fabric line. You can probably order just the red.
Yes, I can. This is all pinks. Christmassy. This is going to be beautiful when it's made. Oh my God, look at this one.
Penny, they all need to come with instructions telling you to drop that donut when sewing.
Oh, wow, all three of these are totally
Oh, those are
white with the
pretty.
silver
Wow.
metallic in them. They're all silver metallic pieces. I love these. They're gorgeous. So I'm going to be making a Christmas quilt for myself this time. And then you've got all the aquas. Look at them. Look at the
I'm
aqua
making
with the berries, the holly berry aqua.
Wow.
Ruby, they have the panel ones now where you can punch out holes on it and you can actually put in LED lights and make it a wall quilt.
Yes, I've seen that. Missouri did a quilt like
I've
that.
made like 2 or 3 of them.
But see, this is the actual fabric line right here on the back of it. So that there will tell you which each fabric number is. So these are all for making, wow, there's a lot in here. How many is in here? 1 cupcake mix plus 1 Moda print charm plaque plus 1 Moda Bella solid charm pack, or 42 5-inch background squares, 7/8 yard, and each recipe card plus 2 5-inch square yields 4. To assemble recipe cards, make 1 6x6 finished block. Wow, this is pretty cool.
Your sis is here.
Hi, Patsy.
Hi, Patsy. So this here is the actual quilt itself, and it's called Cupcake Crossing Quilt Pattern. And that's what it's going to look like when it's all finished. So this here came with enough fabric, and I can't wait to be able to quilt it like this. And I'm going to show you why in a minute.
Yeah, I want to see the quilting.
Oh my goodness. That shows you how to make each block. So one of them is this one. That's 1 block, 2 block. Does it have a 3rd block, or are they all the same?
It looks like it's just 2 blocks.
This one's only you're only using the 2 patterns out of that. Yeah, because you're making one. You're making all these little individual ones, but you join them together to make 1 quilt block. So this is a 9 patch. Basically, this is a 9 patch block. 1, 2, 3, 3 here, 3 here, and then you would sew it together, and that's 1 quilt block. So, and there it is, completed. That's the finished quilt.
And what size will it be when it's done?
50 by 50. It says on the front, Ruby.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, 50 by 50. It's really pretty.
Wow, it is gorgeous.
So this here was $32, and I'm sure you can't even get all of this for $32.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
No, because you're looking at just the price of the Moda, and these are Moda Cupcake, Moda fabrics. So they're not cheap. And next month you get something totally different, but you always, I think, get a pin in your box.
Ooh,
That's something they do, and a recipe. So next month, you just don't know what you're going to get in your box, and they don't give you any. And I really think this was well worth the $32. I'm sorry, but I'm a quilter, and I know what the price of fabrics and stuff. Sister, you not cutting no more?
For motor are what, like $15 each?
Right. Okay, so this is my biggest thing that I really, really, really wanted, because now that I've got a quilting machine, I might, once I get good at it, once I get good at using my quilting frame that I ordered off of Kijiji, I got a seal on it, and I thought I need to learn all different techniques of, sister, you're not cutting no more, your material. I don't know what you mean, sister. What material? So this is what I had to order for this quilt machine.
SewMachinesPlus.com. Do you like that website?
Yes, ma'am. All righty. So here's 1, and here's 2. Now you're not. A lot of you are not going to understand this, but believe me, I do.
Emmy.
This is called, and this is specifically made for my type of machine. So any T-Series machine that's a Juki, this foot will fit. Now, this may look like an ordinary quilting foot to you, but it's not.
Is that the stationary one?
Yes, this is a ruler foot. This one doesn't go bobbing up and down.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not the jumper.
No, this is not a jumper. This is strictly called a ruler foot. And you can see the difference. Look at how wide this base is. And the reason they call it a ruler foot, and let me show you. And the reason it's that wide, let me show you. All right, is because of these. These are what you call Juki rulers. You must look at this and go, what in the hell am I going to make with a ruler shape like that? Now,
Is it a guide?
it is a guide. The reason for a ruler foot is to sew on your free motion quilting frame, or I don't know, KK, would this work on just not free motion? Like on an ordinary sitting at your desk kind of sewing? Because how would you maneuver this and move your foot? I don't know.
You wouldn't be able to move your foot.
Right. So this here does this shape here. It does this shape here. It does a smaller one here. And this quilting foot doesn't bob up and down like this when you're sewing. Your needle moves. This just, on my quilting frame, I'll be able to just guide it. Because I can't for the life of me do a straight line
with it moving up and down. Yeah, I wouldn't be.
If I try to draw a straight line, it's going to go like this.
Yeah.
This here does 1, 2, 3, 4 different shapes of a V. Now, there is a video that shows you how to use all of these rulers, these Juki rulers. This one here is for strictly doing round scallops here. Then this here is made to do straight. This is what you would do straight, and you would just move your ruler, take your machine like this on a quilting frame when it's on the frame, because my machine will be able to move with the quilting frame, and you would just move your machine down and hold your ruler. But see, this ruler foot is very wide for the purpose of it not going over top. You can't skid it over top of your ruler because your ruler's pretty thick.
Yeah.
They're like 1/4 inch thick rulers. They're not your ordinary everyday kind of rulers, and they're kind of roughed at the back, I guess, to keep them sturdy on your fabric. Okay, so it would go this way. You can do the short little line, you can do diagonals, you can do all kinds of things with these particular rulers. Now, I didn't bother to take the stuff off of these ones here, but these are 2 teardrop shaped. So you can do for the quilting on my machine. So if I wanted to quilt the quilt and do all these little teardrops, I can do a big one. Well, you got to hold it. And then you would turn it like this and keep turning this and go on around. But you can do a smaller one. Inside here, you can just follow the guide and just do a smaller one inside to do, and this has just got a backing on it to protect it. It's just a like a plastic protection or whatever you call that. And these 2 pieces belong together. That came as a set. Same with this one here, is all circles. I can't wait to do one because I seen a quilt done with this world's smallest circle like this. So this part here would slide underneath my presser foot. Like so, you would be able to slide your presser foot in there, and you could do these little tiny small bubbles.
My God.
I mean, it looks like a big bubble, but don't forget, you got 1/4 of an inch. You are 1/4 of an inch from the actual inside diameter of your circle to where your needle is in the middle of your quilting foot, and you go around in here. So you just think that is like a little 1-inch circle when it's completed, if not smaller. And I seen them done, a whole quilt done in all these different size circles. And yes, it's got this on it, but what they teach you on the video is when you are sewing your circle, when you come in with your thing, you would sew your circle like this and then just turn it when you get to where that groove was and go around. So you put this hole where you've already just sewed.
So could you do that little circle and then come out and then do the outside?
Yes, or you can do the outside of it.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
cool. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, and I don't know where the rest of this piece is. Oh, this one's called, see, they're all labeled. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's 2? I don't know. These are all labeled in the back. This one here has got like a little groove in it. This one's kind of neat. I know it looks weird, but this is number 1. And I think that's etched right in it. Yep, it's etched right into the ruler, the number 1. But this has got like a little, you can't see it in the, probably in there, but this is not straight. This has, it's beveled.
Oh.
It's bowed inward. Do you see?
Uh-huh.
It's kind of bowed.
Oh.
And this side's bowed. Can you imagine doing all these different shapes?
That's going to be cool.
I'm so pumped about it. And then lastly are your hexagons. And again, these all come individual. So all these hexagons pop out and you just use your ruler foot to trace around to do a hexagon shape. Like, look at how easy that would be.
Wow.
And then you can, I don't know, it's got masking tape on the backs of these to hold them in place. And then you could do that on the outside as well. Or you can just be very careful. I don't know. I wouldn't be very careful. I would screw that up in a heartbeat. So this is why I'm really, really excited to get my quilting machine, get it going in October. So this came as a whole set, and I looked online at all the prices of quilting rulers. Now, I don't have to use just Juki. I can use any quilting ruler I want. So these are the most popular shaped rulers. I'm not sure which way this went. I don't know. Will this fit back in here? Yes. You can use, I've seen them all online. There's all kinds. There's like hundreds and hundreds of different quilting rulers, but they're super expensive. And that's why I thought, you know what? I'm going to go check Juki. Juki's in Japanese name, I believe. This is a Japanese sewing machine, this quilting one, but they do make the best quilting machines. And anyway, I went and looked for these rulers and they came as a whole set. And I thought, geez, that's super cheap. It was $99 and you got all these rulers for $99. And I got the brand of my sewing machine to boot. Yeah. Not that it matters, because it doesn't. You can use any quilting rulers. They can't be your ordinary rulers that you use for cutting, because these are 1/4 inch thick. You have to realize that these are super thick and there's no way for your needle to bounce. Here, let me show you the difference in that and an ordinary ruler. I thought, oh, maybe I could just use an ordinary ruler. No, you can't, because this could slip right over top of that. So there's the difference in the thickness.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So this would prevent you from getting any kind of injury. This will not. This will cause you injury, because this could just slip right over top of this, because this presser foot doesn't go completely flat. It's a little bit off the ground. Like, it doesn't stay hugged to your fabric. So that's why you have to be super careful and use only quilting rulers. Like I said, there's hundreds and hundreds of different shapes that I could purchase, but for now I'm quite pleased with this. And once I get the knack of doing free motion quilting and doing some really super quilt designs, and of course I'm going to practice a lot, you know, I am going to use my quilting machine to practice on. I'll just use quilt. I'll just make quilt squares and practice quilting on them. That's all. And see how good of a job I can do. And if I get really good at it, which I have no doubt I will, I might do it and quilt people's quilts for them for a fee.
Yeah.
That's a thought, but we got to wait till we get there, and that's going to be a while. Like some of these women that quilt have been doing this for like 20 years, 10
Yeah.
years, 15 years. So yeah, this is called 1/4 inch quilting foot 4 ruler. It says right on here.
It doesn't take you long though to catch on, Ruby.
No.
You're a quick learner.
No, no. But I really, when I seen the videos on how to do the quilting made so easy like this, I'm thinking, how in God's name do these women get such perfect circles and perfect squares and triangles and lines without using a programmable computerized quilting machine? This is how, right
Yep.
here,
Yep.
right here.
That's their little trainer, and then
That's
I bet after you use that for so long, then I bet you get like a muscle memory to where your hand will just know, okay, I need to do this in a circle.
If anybody's bored, like you too, Crystal, if anybody gets bored, type in Google, not Google, in YouTube, and type in ruler quilting and go and look at how some of these women ruler quilt and how fast they can do a quilt. And they're not using a machine like most of these people, rich companies have the Gamma quilting machine, which is all computerized. All you do is punch in that design and it goes to it all by itself. This one doesn't do that. This is made for me because my quilting machine has a handle to move my and it's got a base that will move my sewing machine around on that quilt to quilt the whole quilt with these rulers. And I mean, it's going to take time. It's going to take a little bit of practice and a little bit of frustration, which I'm sure I'll get frustrated because I'll screw up somewhere and I'll just rinse and repeat. That's all I'm going to do until I get so good that I'll be able to show you guys. And I'm going to, and when I do quilt a quilt, I am going to do it live because I have looked online for live quilting shows, quilting with rulers, and they're brief videos. So they want you to pay to go watch the whole full video kind of thing. They nab you like that. Well, I'm not going to do that. I want to quilt a quilt and I want to take 2 or 3 hours of video, maybe 2 or 3 hours, and show different ways, things that I learned on my journey of learning how to quilt. So that's what I want to teach you guys too, is it's a learning process. This is not something I've done or I'm good at or new or not new. I am new at this as much as you would be off the street. So if you guys were able to follow, if I'm able to do this and follow ruler lines, I'm sure any of us can do it this way. And it's a hell of a lot cheaper because you can ask KK. A Gamma quilting machine is about $50-something thousand. I don't have $50,000 to put out on a quilting machine that I could just punch in and say, hey, let's do this pattern design. That to me is cheating. And of course, that's going to be perfect no matter what. That will be perfect. It'll be beautiful and it'll be perfect. So that's why when people send their quilts off to get them quilted, they pay a fortune to have them quilted because they're all done per inch. I think that's how they charge, is per inch. So if you have a 50-foot quilt and you get you get charged by the inch, or 56-inch. You get charged for the inch of whatever quilting that they've done. And I'm sure they work that out to squares. Anyway, and you pay a lot to have a quilt quilted. So I want to refrain from doing that. You're right, Penny. They're not handmade items. To me, using a Gamma quilting machine, I would love to have one, but that would defeat the purpose of a handmade quilt because I've got a machine doing it when at least I can try and do this with the Juki, just an ordinary quilting machine, just a plain, like this one here sitting on my desktop. This I'm going to turn into free motion on a quilting frame. So I can roll my quilt up just like the gamble machine can do. But the thing is I have to do everything by hand. So I've got to guide the rulers. I've got to guide the needle. So that to me is hand. That's hand quilting. I'm not sitting there with a needle and doing it, but this is still a lot of work.
Right.
So I want everyone that wants to quilt, that it will enjoy doing stuff like this, that want to follow along with me. I will have quilting days in the future. Maybe KK can too, because she's got a quilting frame and she's been quilting on that a lot longer. So if I learn anything, I'll probably be learning it from her, because she knows a lot about this, because she's done a lot of this. I haven't done any of it. I've done free motion on my quilt, and that's it. I do the peanut stitch or whatever you call that stitch, just something I can scribble and push it all around on my quilt. That's my quilting. I want to move up a notch, a step, and do some fancy quilting on, and maybe in the future get some more rulers, a little bit at a time, because they are expensive to buy an individual ruler. I was looking at some of them. They're anywhere from $27. Yes, stippling, KK, 27 to 30 to 50. It just depends on what kind of a ruler you're looking for. So this here is a great starter kit for me, and this is good enough for me for now until I get the hang of what I'm doing. And I can probably, and you know what? I don't have to just do what they show me. I can do all kinds of different things if I just experiment with these rulers. And that's what we're going to do together, is experiment and learn and quilt. And of course, I'm going to use scrappy stuff. I'm not going to go take a brand new quilt and say, hey, let's quilt today. That's not going to happen, because I don't want to ruin it.
Right.
Yeah, so I know, sister, and I don't buy anything from Fabricland. They're too far out of town. And secondly, their quilting fabric is anywhere from $18 to $25 to $30 a meter. When I can go to Missouri Star Quilt Company and buy it for $9 or $10 a yard, which is 2 inches short of a meter, and get top quality fabric, sister, that's where I'm going to be buying my fabric. Because that's where I've always been buying it lately. I don't even buy it from my fabric store because it's too expensive. Way too expensive. We don't have a Joann's here, or a secondhand store, kind of like, with lower price stuff. We don't have that here. Yeah, KK, it's ridiculous. Ask my sister. This is years ago. We were shopping and we were paying like 40, or not 40, and we would go and try to find it when it's on sale, but even a sale was costing us a fortune just making those red quilts. And the cotton, you wouldn't even buy cotton, because it was, like I said, $18 a meter. Some of it, and when they have a 50% off sale, when you go there, all you get is junk. And who wants that? So yeah, I mean, if, like I said, I'm not going to waste everybody's time just quilting, because I don't plan on just quilting. But by the time October comes, I'm going to be super pumped and super excited that Jeff will put my quilting frame together, and hopefully my sister will come over and see what I'm doing, because she doesn't understand a lot of this. But this quilting frame is going to make my life so much fun, and you guys fun. But like I said, I've been looking online at trying to find videos to watch, just strictly someone do ruler quilting, and they just do these little videos. They show you little pieces and show you 15 minutes or 10 minutes of quilting something over and over and over again. It's like boring. So yeah, I'm getting in preparation for my and I told my husband I want for Christmas is a serger. So I'm hoping my kids and my husband will all chip in and buy me a really cool serger, because I want to do some pretty cool sewing as well, not just making quilts. I sew everything, actually. And yeah, get into some of that stuff too, along with my paper crafting, and just have fun. Yes, Christine, they are. And Missouri Star Quilt Company always has really awesome deals. So when you're putting an order in and you get the deal of a day, you're getting a hell of a deal. You can get a jelly roll like the one I showed you, you can get that sometimes for the deal of the day for $20. On a normal basis, they're anywhere from $36 to $38. And those are expensive, but there is a lot of fabric in those. It doesn't look like a lot, but that's a lot of fabric. Yeah, I want a serger for Christmas, so, or my birthday, because they're both in the same month. So I hope my husband thinks about that, because I'll be reminding him forever and ever and ever and ever until Christmas comes. I want a serger for Christmas, and I mean, they could buy me one that's like $200. I'll be happy with that, as long as it has 4 spools, because I want it to sew a serge line, and I also want it to sew a straight line. So if I'm sewing something, I want that straight line beside the finishing line of the serger. So that's what I want. So I think I need a 4 machine for that, a 4 spool thing for that. Yeah. Oh, and I'll show you what else I got. Why not?
Patsy said, "Sister, is there going to be room for me there for me to sew?"
Yes, my whole basement.
She's putting it in the basement. She's making it. It is in the basement, right? Already.
No, it's not even put together yet. It's still in the box in Miku's room right now. So I got me some quilting thread, and this was super cheap on the store that I can't name it. But it is 100% cotton quilting sewing thread, and it's 100% mercerized cotton. So this is really good thread to use when you're quilting. So I already got my 2 big spools ready for doing some quilting. So I'm getting a step ahead. So this is actually everything I need to get me going on my quilting frame. And I'm really excited about it. So I hope you guys will be as excited as I will be. And even if you don't quilt, it's fun to watch, because you just make magic with these rulers. So anyway, check it out. Go on YouTube, watch a video or 2 of ruler quilting. That's all you have to type in is ruler quilting, and check out some of the videos. Check out some of the beautiful things that you can make with a lousy little 1 ruler. It's just the way you shape it, set it on your machine or on your quilter frame, and on your whatever your quilt, and whatever you go, the outside, inside, or however you draw that line. And it's a lot of fun. This scalloping ones, I do want to get a bigger scalloper than that, because on this quilt here, where is it? This is a bigger one. This here has a scallop. I mean, it's a beautiful scallop quilting done on it, but it was used. I remember the ruler because I seen someone quilting with this, and I forget what they call this. Anyway, can you see it? Not really. Shit. Darn it. Is there a bigger picture? No. Okay, let me draw a picture, because I know you guys can't see that. I can barely see it. Okay. So we have a quilt here. Okay, this is the quilt. And it starts off like this, and it goes like this. I forget what the name of this is. And then it starts off here, and it gets bigger here, and then it gets another one here. And then from here, there's a small one, and then there's a bigger one, but they don't overlap like that. I forget what these are called. There's a name for them, and they all join like this. So the whole quilt is quilted in circles like this. Can you imagine if I had to do this freehand on a quilt machine?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, no. Okay, so then forget this one I made. Just don't look at this.
I'm back.
And,
I lost service.
Oh no. And then over here, you would just start all over again. Only this time they're off-centered, but they're not like sloppy like that. And then
that's another way to practice. Yep, is doing the drawing like that. But Ruby, if you get a serger, you're gonna get a Juki, right?
Yes, I want a Juki serger. I want all Juki products because I like Juki.
She likes her Dookies.
Yes, I do.
I got a Juki serger.
Do you?
Yes, I love it. It's got the it also trims your fabric.
Yes.
And yep, I got one of those. Yep, I got for Christmas. When was it? A couple years ago.
So this quilt here, it's kind of quilted like this, but it's a round ruler and it's only a half round. So you can move it down and it's got all the measurements on the ruler. So you can it'll show you. Your first one is going to be this size because this is like say 1 inch in here. It'll be 1 inch here. So you can hold it and you just go around with your quilter foot, and then you would move it up and you would have to leave 1/4 of an inch for your foot. You would move it up and make the next one, and then it'll make the next one. And I forget, what do you call this? There's a name for this.
Um,
Anyway, I don't remember it.
it looks like a landscape to me. Like it's
No,
a
it's not
cascading
called.
landscape. I know. I don't remember the name of it either because I haven't
Well, when
quilted
you
in a
guys
while.
watch videos, if you watch the videos, when you guys watch the videos, you'll come across this one. And this is really super pretty.
I know it's an echo something. Echo
No,
means it's
it's
So
either.
what
echo means it
Juki
repeats the pattern. So
what
instead of it being bigger, it could be small, but it's basically the same pattern repeat. It's an echo. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
So yeah, that's my goal, guys, is to and sister, no, my whole basement isn't going to be all quilting, but the whole living room downstairs, the living room area, will be mostly for quilting, and the bedroom down there is going to be our bedroom, and we have our own bathroom, and Miku's room's up here for bedtime, but he'll be downstairs with us. But anyway, we've decided to rent out the bedroom up here instead of our basement. We just don't want any more people living in our basement. No more. Actually, we just want free reign of our whole house. It's actually so nice right now having just our whole house to ourselves. So uh, we're just gonna rent out this one bedroom. And I mean, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna take pictures. I'll maybe do a tour of the house when we're all done it. I just, at this rate right now, the way I feel with my knee bothering me this much and the rate that we're going, I feel like I'm never going to get done. And that's really depressing me. It's not depressing me, but it's bumming me out. It really is. I'm getting kind of bummed out that I just feel like
It's making
not
you feel overwhelmed because you feel like it's never gonna get done.
yeah, well, like I said, the basement is almost all done. It's all fixed up nice. We got no furniture, nothing down there because our intentions were to rent out the basement, but we changed our mind and we're just going to rent to a college or university students, being that we're only 2 minutes away from the university and the college, like 5 minutes from the university and maybe 2 minutes from the college. We're just going to rent to someone here where I know they're going to be quiet, sitting in their room. Yes, Lynn, that's it. It's a Baptist fan. That's what this is. Thank you, Lynn.
What's it
Yes,
called?
it's a Baptist fan. This is the Baptist fan.
Yep.
Yes, and it may look really simple and yucky on here, but if you've seen this finished on a quilt, it is absolutely beautiful. You'll love it. So, but this is a bit of technique to do. You've got to follow your guidelines. You just got to do it. You know, I don't have a machine to do it for me. I have to do it myself. So yes, it's a Baptist fan. Geez, I couldn't remember it. I was trying to call it the Pope. I don't know why. The Pope just came to my head. And Pope and Baptist, same, pretty close to being the same
Sure.
thing. Yeah, anyways, yeah, so we'll
So what Juki sewing machine do you have, Ruby?
I have the Juki T2010Q. It's about I don't know, $1,000 US.
It's about, it depends where you buy it from. It could be anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500.
Well,
Yes.
they've got a HZL NX7. It's called Kyrie, Kirei. It's called the Next Generation from Juki.
That might be the brand new one that came out. They have a brand new Juki coming out. It's all
But
computerized.
is that one made specifically for quilting?
Oh yeah, okay. It says coming soon.
Yeah, this machine here does only straight stitching. So this here will go on my quilting frame that I can maneuver it around on my quilting frame to quilt with it. My other sewing machine, my Kenmore, the one that does all the fancy computerized stitch, I can still use that because that has quilting feet with it as well, but I don't have a ruler foot for it. So I can't do any ruler quilting with that machine, but I can do fancy stitch quilting if I wanted to like stitch on seams and stitch in the ditch or whatever. I could do a fancy stitch with that. So it doesn't matter what kind of machine you have, as long as it sews, you can do, and you have the quilting feet, of course. You can do it. Like there's another one called Genome. There's a Genome machine.
Janome.
What? There's a Baby Lock. Janome, yeah. Baby Lock. That's extremely expensive. You can afford one, then all the power to you. Buy one. Just buy me one too.
Don't forget the I don't know how to say it. April says it for me all the time. It's a Viking Husqvarna.
Right.
I have one of those too. They make chainsaws. Well, holy
You
crap!
should move in my basement, sister. I would rent you my basement.
Yeah.
You would have lots of money. You could buy lots of fabric, sister. You moved in my basement, you wouldn't have any bills.
I'm gonna go to the swimming pool.
So yeah, I'm getting prepared slowly, but like I said, I want to do my commissioned books first, and I'm going to be making both albums at the same time because they're going to be both the same. I'm going to be using some of Tim Holtz paper, some of Stamperia paper. I've already got all the paper for that. No, I don't have the Tim Holtz. I just ordered the Tim Holtz one today, and it's the Old World paper as well. So, yeah. I told you I would give Pat this room up here that I'm planning on renting out. He can have that room and you can have the basement. I already told you that, sister. You both would save a lot of money. He wouldn't have to pay as much rent as he's paying you.
Ruby, what is that? What is that dragonfly fabric called?
Oh,
sorry, I'm on the website right now.
This is called Essence of Pearl by Canvas Studio. So they're the ones, and Benardics are the ones that put this fabric out. This is the company that makes the fabric, but this is the designer.
Okay.
Canvas Studios, Essence of Pearl. It is so, and I love the pieces of ribbon that they always give you wrapped around your jelly rolls, your layer cakes. We'll kill each other. Why would we kill each other? At least you got your own place down there. I could tell you to go home. When I lived with you, I couldn't tell you to go home. We just got into so many fights every day. Yes, we fought a lot, but we got along a lot. We did a lot of crafting together, so that made up for all the bad times. Yeah. Anyway, it was really nice to come out here and be live. I was live longer than I wanted to be, but hey. So remember, whoever is watching, Amy Wolf won the red, white, and blue block of the month. Sonia Talise won the quilt top, and Sherry Fish won the quilt back and the quilt top. So yes, you are OCD, but I don't have to worry about that up here. You can OCD your downstairs. You ain't gonna OCD my house. Has serious OCD. So yeah. Anyway, this was fun. I'm glad I got to spend 2 hours with you before Jeff gets home. We'll be back in that room, getting the rest of that floor done. And I'm hoping to get some of that stuff moved back into Miku's room and get his cage all cleaned and taken apart, because it has to be taken apart because it's so big it doesn't fit out the door. So we have to take it apart. And while it's apart, it's a good time to clean it. So it just makes life so much easier to clean his cage in between all the bars and everything. There's places I just can't get to when I'm cleaning it. So it'll be nice to give it an overhaul, good cleaning, and put it back together again. And we only do that twice a year, is take his cage apart to clean it. Other than that, it just gets cleaned, what I can reach, what we can reach. The tray gets emptied. It looks like it's still new, but there's still spots that I miss. So anyway, yeah, it's been really nice being here with you guys. We lost KK again, Crystal.
That poor girl.
Yes, she's got bad internet.
Can't win for losing. Well, and she's not even at home. So,
No,
yeah, poor
no,
girl.
she's on the run.
Girl.
Yeah, so I hope you guys, I don't know, I had as much fun being with you guys today.
Yeah, it was fun. Oh,
Was
Toby's
fun.
here.
What?
Toby's here. Hi, Toby.
Hi, Toby. Bye, sister. Yep, everybody's here, and I'm leaving now. I've been here 2 hours, but hey. So I wanted to talk a little things with you guys and explain some of the upcoming projects, things that I got planned. I wanted so badly to do some Christmas in July, but unfortunately, I am commissioned to make 2 albums, so I might not get to anything Christmas in July, but maybe Christmas in August. Who knows? Right? Okay, well, I have missed you all so much, but there comes a time in your life when, you know, real home things.
Priorities are priorities.
Well, it's things that I've neglected. I mean, I have an absolutely beautiful yard now. Jeff and I that was where we started. A lot of our work was outside in the yard, getting all that and paying people to do some work because the two of us just didn't have the time to get it done or do it. So we had to hire some help to do some weeding in our rock garden and everything like that. We just couldn't do it. So I'm just glad it's done for another 2-3 years. Yeah.
Well,
So
what's nice is that you can enjoy it, you know. That's what's nice.
Yeah, when we're finally all finished everything, like I said, I'll take pictures or do a tour and show everyone what we did and what I changed. The only thing I'm not touching is my craft room. There will be things coming out of my craft room and going into storage in Miku's room because there's a big, huge, like a divider shelving all inside that closet. And it's huge. It's almost a full wall closet. And I'm going to put a lot of my crafting supplies in there that I'm not using all the time constantly, like storage. So this takes away, like I said to Jeff, it'll just take some of the crowding that's in my room right now away, because if I'm combining quilting with my paper crafting, I need to make room for stuff. And I just feel really overwhelmed right now. If you've seen my craft room, I'm lucky I fought my way to my chair.
Well, you can't work like that.
I can't even stand it.
Yeah, you can't think. You can't even enjoy creating
Exactly.
Yeah.
If my sister came right now and seen my house, she'd have OCD fits. Because everything is everywhere. We are not organized in any way because I'm moving one thing from one room to the next room, to this room, to that room. I'm like, oh, when am I going to be able to put all this away? So, hey,
I think it's nice that you're going to rent to a college student, you know, and I think that's going to be nice for you, Ruby. I really do.
I think so too. Because a college student, where do they spend most of their time? In school. They're going to be at school in time. They're going to be barely here. And I know a lot of people that have rented to university and college students and they barely see them.
Yep.
Because they're always at school. So I'm not going to rent to some punk that wants to party and smoke dope or anything like that, because that's not permitted here.
Yep.
I don't even care if they legalize it in Canada. They're not smoking dope on my property. Right. And I will screen that son of a gun till I know they don't smoke dope.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's just, we've got we've put a lot of money into our house, and we want to stay the way we decorate it and fix it up. So I want it to stay that way now.
Well, and I'm sure
That way the pool.
you'll be sent to somebody that is a good person and is a clean person. You'll be able to tell.
Oh yeah.
So
I will. And I'm not going to go be changing their sheets for them. You want clean sheets? Get them out of the linen closet. Change them yourself. I'm not your mom, and I plan on telling them that. I'm not your mom. I'm not your meal cooker. I'm not your maid. Period. You're here renting a room. You have free reign of my kitchen. You have free reign of that bathroom. You do whatever you see fit. But you make a mess, you frickin' clean it. That's all. That's the bottom line. I have a dishwasher, and there's no excuse why you can't have those dishes put away. So, I mean, I'm not going to be a nasty bitch, but that's going to be part of the rules. Like, I mean, if you're going to cook, you're not going to make a pile of dishes and put them in the sink and say, "Hey, maid, can you get these dishes done?"
Yep.
That's not going to happen.
Yep.
So yeah, I think, you know what? It's so much easier for us to just rent this room than it is for us to rent out our whole basement, because they would be sharing the kitchen. I could end up with people that I don't allow their pets here. And the reason I don't allow pets is because I already have a dog, and the other 3 dogs destroyed a lot of our stuff outside. I don't want a bunch of dogs. I don't want cats because I have birds. And I don't want my cats killed. I love cats. Jeff loves cats. We can't have them with the birds. I can't trust a cat with the birds, because my mind is like, it's a good thing I don't raise a toddler right now, because sometimes I forget that Miku is loose, and then I go into the living room. There he is. He chewed up all of Jeff's computer headphones and everything. Like, all I have to be gone from that room is 2 seconds, and he's done that. So that's my feeling with a cat. 1 second at my bird, and there goes all the thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars down the drain from a keycap.
Yeah.
So, and if I allow people to rent the basement, it's kind of private, so they can just sneak a dog or cat or whatever they want in there.
Yeah.
So this way in the bedroom, right up here on the main floor where we are, oh no, you can't have a cat and a dog.
Well, and it's easier to kick somebody out if they only have one room full of stuff versus a whole basement full of stuff.
Yes.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to go tend to getting my birds all fed and ready. Right now, we've been keeping Miku in his room. Right now, the room that he's in is actually the room I'm going to be renting. I'm worried about a cat hurting Miku. Give me a break. You think Miku is fast enough to get a cat?
You mean you need
Cats
to
kill birds all the time. I'd be worried about the cat. Of course, my sister would be worried about the cat.
Person
Anyway.
comes home and their cat's tail is bit off and the one leg's missing and one eyeball's been pecked out.
Right?
Yep.
Oh shit. Alrighty, I'm getting off. Miku would kill him. No. You know what, though? My dogs have learned. The dogs learned you don't go near Miku, because once you get bit by him, they never went back to him.
Well, they can break bones, man. Those bird beaks, they can break bones. So.
Yes, and he's bitten me. He's bitten Tia once because she was sleeping on the couch, and he flew over and went straight at her and bit her real fast. He didn't draw any blood on her, but she yelped, and it hurt her, and my heart just broke.
Yeah.
Because he is super fast. So if a cat maybe tries to bite him, I don't know.
It might help. You don't clip his wings, huh?
We do keep his wings clipped, but
he still flies, huh?
Yes, he still can fly. Like, you can't clip them. They could fall flat on the floor. They would die. So, you still have to leave them some wings.
Yeah.
We don't get Subway?
Oh yeah, because they're so heavy, huh? That he'll hit his chest and bust his chest, break his chest.
Yeah.
That's right.
Absolutely. So anyway, guys, it's been a really great day. It's been fun. I'm glad I got to see most of you, all of you, even my sister.
Patsy said Miku would think, yum yum, catnip.
Yeah.
Come here, cat. I'm going to nip you.
That's exactly it.
He would be going, here, kitty, kitty, kitty,
Here, kitty, kitty, nip, nip.
I'm gonna have me some meow mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, meow mix, eh?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh gosh.
All right.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
It was so nice to see you. It was so nice for
it
everybody.
was nice, all of us being together. Don't worry, it's only someone
We'll have
wrote
to do this
7
again
more
tomorrow.
days.
Climbed
Anyway,
down his ladder, ran across the floor, and up on the couch and bit me. He climbed down his ladder, ran across the floor, and on the couch and bit me. That little turd. You know what
he did.
You know what you
He
can
did.
do? Have you ever heard the straw technique, Ruby? You can take a straw and then you bend it back and then let it tap them on their beak, and then that teaches them not to bite. Like it scares them. It doesn't hurt them, but the
Right.
echo on their beak of that tap, it scares them pretty bad.
Well, I don't know if you heard of this, but it's something that we're doing. We're training Miku right now, and it's called click training. You
Oh,
heard of click
mm-hmm.
training? Okay, well, so far he is being conditioned, which means I'm conditioning him right now with the click training, and it actually is working. The thing is every time I go to train him, and you only train them for anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, but he's bored after 5 minutes. He doesn't want any more treats. So, yeah. So, yeah, you got to do it when they have an empty stomach. They have to be hungry. And we are eventually going to try to flight train them, recall flight training. So that's a lot more in-depth kind of training for a bird. But I can let him go outside, fly around, and he'll come back. That's what's called recall training, and he'll come back to me. But that's a long ways away right now. He's a very smart bird. He's catching on to everything. As soon as I click that clicker now, he wants a treat. So, and I have to stick with that. And to train him to not bite people, that's my main focus, is to be more sociable and not bite every single person he puts his eyeballs on.
Well, I tell you what, I was in a pet store one time, and all I did, and like animals love me. I had never, ever, ever been bit by an animal. Well, I literally was walking by a freaking macaw parrot. It was a blue one, though. I was walking by, and that freaking bird reached out and grabbed the back of my hand, bit the back of my hand, and grabbed a nerve on the back, a vein on the back of my hand. That freaking vein swelled up like bigger than my freaking knuckle. Like it was so, and it was so swollen it didn't break the skin, but it was swollen for like 2 weeks. It was nuts.
All these scars that you see all over my arm, all these healed. This here is from his nails. I cut his nails and made them worse than what they were.
Yeah.
Pat duct tape. Anyways, all these scars here. This one here was where he literally took a chunk, and I still feel a hole here. He took a big chunk right out of my arm here.
That's where the kids were messing with him, though, right?
Yes, that's where the kids were teasing him, and it was my fault that I went and picked him up like an idiot, and he just went ballistic on here. He's bit me on the ear where it's bled. I had even showed pictures of that where he almost bit my ear off. I've been bitten a lot by Miku, but the thing as a person, as a home or a lover of a bird, is they don't know. If you yell at them, they don't understand that. If you discipline them, they don't understand that. So I've read a lot of history on training macaws, and a lot of history on why they act the way they do. Just a lot of things that you need to learn with your bird if you want it to be like those ones you see on TVs. I'm not getting him to be a showbird. I don't want him to be a showbird. I want him to be sociable, where he doesn't bite the first person that comes near me or near him. I need to get him out of that and snap him out of that. And he could be snapped out of that super fast if he's trained properly. So I bought a book through Amazon that I'm reading on clicker training for parrots. And I'm telling you, it is I've tried so many different techniques and different things. Nothing worked. But this clicker training, wow. I have to say it's the most amazing, and it's the longest succession that I've had so far, because I have never been successful in anything with him. He's just, he gets bored and runs away. But the clicker training makes total sense. And that's not just a bird. You can train a cat, dog, parrot, a rat, a snake with the clicker training.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's very, very, very cool how they teach you step by step how to do that in that book. And it's just,
So,
it's
so
working.
is he possessive over you then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very.
So
Yes.
he bites anybody around you then. If you're paying attention to someone, he'll go
If somebody gets too close to me, he bites me because he thinks I'm in danger. So he's biting me to get me out. Get
Wow.
away from me. Yes, sometimes I'm petrified to hold him around strangers that come around him because he bites me. He doesn't bite them because they're not stupid. They're not go stick their hand in front of that huge beak. I'm the one holding him. I'm the one that gets bit. So yeah, I need to snap him out of that, and I hate it. I hate those bird bites. They hurt so much. When he bit me, those 3 bites here, I was literally on the floor crying.
Yeah.
So painful.
I
that
remember.
He took a chunk out of me here, a chunk out of me here, a chunk out of my thumb here, and a chunk up here. There was bit, and he wouldn't stop biting me. I even tried to shake him off my arm, and he wouldn't get off. He just attacked me. So ever since that, I've been trying to find every means and ways to train him. And that clicker training, oh my God, I wish I would have found that a long time ago. So
And he is a boy. You've had him sexed. He is a boy.
oh yeah, we got blood drawn. I even have a certificate stating that he was, and I mean, that's an expensive blood test that they do on them.
Yeah.
And it was worth it because it's nice to know that I have a male parrot and I know what I'm dealing with hormonal wise.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And not a female parrot where she could be egg bound and die from that. You know,
I had one die. That's my bird died of that. Yep.
yeah. So, you know, like that's why I wanted him checked.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I'm working on training him, and I have to do this every day, 3 times a day. You're supposed to clicker train for 2 or 3 minutes just to condition them with the clicker, and that they know that with the clicker and they've done something right, they're going to get a treat. And that's just the way I've been doing it. So I've been trying faithfully to fit that into my busy life that I got here, but I have to make a point to do it. And yesterday I only done it 2 times because the third, well, I was too tired to get up and train him, because sometimes he wasn't hungry because he was still eating. And there's a lot of things I learned about this book too, is that you're only supposed to feed them two times a day, and you're supposed to take their food away after 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Most of their food should come from training and their foraging. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was feeding him a bowl of his pellets and then later on a bowl of fresh fruit and vegetables, and like the trainer said, who wants a big boring bowl of food sitting in front of them? And I've noticed he wastes it.
Yeah.
Because once his pellets sit out, they have to go in the garbage. They're only allowed to sit out for 3 hours. You have to chuck them.
That's what I was gonna say. That's expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is expensive.
Yep.
So I mean, there's so many things I'm learning with him that I need to learn for myself, being that I know I've had him for 5 years, but it's 5 years of live and learn kind of thing. So I know where my faults are now. I know what he does. I know him very well. I know what the signs are when he's pinning his eyes. I know what it means when he's fluffing his feathers. I can tell when he's ready to attack because he goes down, scrouches down, and his feathers fluff. That means you get away from him.
Yep, when he does the hunchback thing.
When he does that you just want to stay the hell away from him, because if I even go to try and pick him up, he's going to bite me. And he does. So, guys, I hope someday I can teach him to do some tricks. that I'll be proud to show people what he can do and be very proud of him. Right now, he's at a stage in his life where he's making me hate him some days. I feel like he angers me so much because he doesn't listen. He just flies off his perch, does whatever he wants, goes and chews my plants, just go fly on the screen. Hey, I'm going to go up the shears today. Like he's just way out of hand, out of control. And I
He's
need to.
like a 5-year-old kid that
Yes, he's worse than that.
Yeah, well, you've spoiled him by having him
exactly. So
all that.
I have to blame myself for that. I can't blame the bird. I do some days want to blame him, like, why did you do this? Or chew up something he shouldn't be chewing. Right now, I want to teach him, you go on your perch, you come out of your room on your perch, you stay on your perch until I come and pick you up and take you off and give you a kiss and cuddle you and hug you and play with you. Till then, you stay on that perch. But he doesn't do that. He goes on that perch, minute he's off, flies right off onto the couch. Thinks he owns the whole living room. Jeff will pick him up with the broom handle. He's got this long broom handle. soon as Jeff brings that to me, he goes, this is just like a game with him now. It's like Jeff gets the broom handle to him and he goes, step up. And he steps up on the broom handle. And this is just everyday constant when he's out on the perch. He flies wherever the hell he wants.
Well, and is he flying to you when is he looking for you when he's flying? Yeah.
Yes. So if I go outside for a smoke, he flies off the couch, climbs up the door, and I showed you guys that's his new thing now. He climbs up on the door, and he's watching me out the window, and he's trying so hard to get out the screen. So, like this book said, do not praise him for doing wrong. So what he's doing, flying off the perch, Jeff was always putting him on the broom handle and bringing him outside to me. I said, don't do that anymore. Because now the response is if he flies off that perch onto your couch, you're going to pick him up and bring him outside. Put him back on his perch now.
Right.
So that's what we're trying to do, is break him of these bad habits that we allowed him to get. So I want to
grow so fast, though. In your defense, they grow so fast, so quick, and you don't realize. And he is only 5. I mean,
well, and not only that, Crystal, I didn't buy Miku. That was my son's bird who dumped that bird on me. He just didn't want him anymore. Yes, I didn't go run out and want to be this parrot bird owner. This was not my idea. Once he was with my son, my son never paid much attention to him. So I was always there for him. I was always feeding him and looking after him because my son was up all night playing games and doing whatever he is. And, he didn't have time for the bird. So Miku ended up being my bird after a while. But he still loves my son. He still goes to my son. Sean's the only one that can pick him up aside from me. No one else can pick that bird up. But this bird was kind of basically dumped on me. So it's not like they would say, well, go and read books before you go and buy a bird. I'm thinking, holy shit, I didn't buy the bird. I rescued the bird, if you want to know, if you will. He's basically, it got dumped on me. So he's been my bird now for the last 5 years, 4.5 years.
Well, and a lot of people don't realize that, they're not like a dog or a cat. They live to 60, 70 years old, 90 years old sometimes. So he is still very, very, very young. So he's still very trainable. So
great. I mean, you could train a 10-year-old bird. I've watched rescuers do that. Well, but like I said, I know nothing about raising a parrot. Nothing. I just tried to go online and find this, that, and what not to feed him, what to feed him, all those kinds of things.
Yeah.
And basically, that bird was basically dumped on me. That's the only way I'm going to put it. And I'll tell you what, after the first month of having that bird, I fell so much in love with him. He was so cute. He was a baby then. He was so cuddly. And how can you not love him? So now he's turned into my baby, and I would do anything for him. And I don't like being angry with him, and I get angry with him. I don't hurt him. I mean, you never hit a bird.
Right.
I would never, ever, ever lay a hand on that bird. I
Right.
yell at him and I tell him sometimes to shut up. I'm still waiting for him to tell me to shut up because I say that so much to him. I just don't know why he doesn't say it. But someday he may blow me out of my water and say, "Hey, shut up." You know, if I get shut up or get in your room.
Yeah.
That's what I would tell him. You get in your room. So yeah, I mean, I would never ever hurt him. That's not worth it. It's not worth it because then he will lose all trust he has with me. If I ever hurt that bird, he will not trust me anymore. And I could take that bird and turn him upside down. If you can turn a bird on its back upside down, it's because they trust you.
They trust you. Yeah.
No one could ever just do that. So
Right.
my son taught me that.
Right.
Yeah. So guys, my plate is full, but I still will make time for crafting once all this shit's done. I'm telling you. So for sure I need to get going though. Speaking of the devil, he's locked in his room right now. He's actually locked in his cage. He's not locked. The door is open, but him and Tiki will be sharing a room. When Tiki's free range, like he is, he's out of his cage all the time. He never gets locked in his cage because Tiki doesn't do anything wrong. He just plays with his toys and comes in the living room. He goes on his play gym. He bounces on his bobblehead. He just plays with all his toys and eats. He doesn't fly all around the living room like the king does. So when the king is free, he goes in the living room on his actual perch, and it's a beautiful perch I bought, and it catches all the food and all his wood pieces that he chops up every day. But if he's free in that room, he'll just come out of that room when he feels like it and just go wherever he wants. So I can't leave him with the door open. I can't leave that cage open. And not only that, is I don't trust him with Tiki.
Yeah.
That's the first person. If I'm not in the same room as Tiki with that bird, then I start freaking. So Tiki's free in there, but Miku's not. Do you know what I mean? But he's the bigger bird, and he already done damage to Tiki. I would die if something happened to Tiki. Because I love that bird too. I love him. He gets as much love and attention as Miku does. And he's a smaller bird, and he's an injured bird, and he needs lots of love because he can't do a whole lot like Miku. He can't chew wood anymore. He can't even chew on his almonds that he loved. He can't do any of that kind of stuff anymore. So I have to kind of play with him. And he always climbs up it's really cute because he climbs up the side of my computer, you know, the cord that hangs down that you plug in. He climbs up that, walks on my computer board. If I'm typing on my computer, he walks up my arm onto my shoulder. And he just rubs his head all over me. He just wants to be loved. So I just leave him be. I let him shit all over my clothes like he always does.
Yep, I do too. That's how I am.
That's part of being a bird lover. And if I've got poop on my clothes, like Jeff will say, "Oh, Tiki pooped on you." He'll get me a napkin, paper towel, and I'll just wipe it off. But I mean, it doesn't come right off, and then the clothes will just go in the laundry. But that's part of being a bird owner. You just got to take some good with the bad.
Yep. Yeah, my couch always has bird shit on the back of it.
Yes, and Miku's starting to do that on my black couch. He'll go on there, and what does he do? Poop. And it runs down the back of the couch. I'm like, thank you, Miku. You couldn't have done that on your perch. You had to go, wait till you jump on my couch to poop down it. So there I am, and I use vinegar and water to clean their poop because it does a great job. It cleans the cages, it cleans everything, and it's not harmful for them.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, and I use that, and I also put
you use it to clean off of the couch too? The vinegar and water?
Yeah, I just spray a little bit on there. I wipe it off first, but it usually runs down the floor. But I wipe it off there and I give it a little spray with vinegar and oil and water, but I add this to it.
Oh, what is that?
Peppermint spray. It makes it smell really nice.
Oh.
It's peppermint oil, 100% peppermint oil.
Oh.
Yeah. And this eucalyptus tea tree oil and this one here, rosemary. These are all from the pure, 100% pure rosemary oil. These three things have to be kept away from the bird. You can't use tea tree oil around them. You can't use eucalyptus, and you can't use rosemary. Rosemary causes high blood pressure. So even in an adult like us, human beings, 100% pure rosemary oil, you should watch that if you have high blood pressure. You shouldn't use that. But the peppermint, oh, and this is another one you can't use around Miku. This is citronella oil, but I love the smell of this.
Well, and it keeps mosquitoes away.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we went and bought all of these. The only one I use in to keep, rodents and mice away from my house, outside around my house, because we don't get them in the house, is I spray peppermint oil all around my house. Just it comes fall. I don't want any freaking mice getting in my yard or wrecking my stuff. So we spray this stuff.
I actually take I have peppermint growing in my yard and a lot, and I cut it and I put it in my RV during the wintertime for storage. So I just cut the plant and then just stick it in different spots in the RV, and it keeps mice out there.
Ooh, I can't stand the smell of this. It's so strong. But this is tea tree oil. It's not my favorite. But I forget where I read online, and it was all these essential oils. These are all essential. You can get everything in the essential oil cure. And some of them were $11.99 a bottle. Some were $8.99 a bottle. All these oils, all these 5 here were the ones that the recipe called for, was the tea tree, the eucalyptus, peppermint, the citronella, and rosemary. These here oils were all called to make a dog spray, a safe dog spray for your pet to keep ticks, fleas, mosquito bites. It's a bug repellent for your dog. And it was a very healthy one. So it was 5 drops of each of these 5 oils into a bottle of water. It was 1 cup of water to 5 drops of these oils. And then you just spray it on your pet. It absolutely does not harm your pet. It's healthy, and it kept away ticks and fleas. And if if you have lots of ticks in your area, they hate this stuff. So this is the reason we bought all these oils to begin with, is we make pet spray for Tia because of the ticks. And I've never seen a tick on her, and I never want to, but I would panic if I did. Jeff had a tick on him last year, and it just started to embed in him. So I got it out in time.
Well, do you know that KK's dog got bit by a tick, and it was sick. She took it to the vet because he was Gunner, her big shepherd. He wasn't feeling good, and he had gotten bitten by a tick and had what's called tick fever, and it attacks their immune system and makes them really sick. And I guess he could have actually died if luckily they were. So he's just getting better from that.
Well, if anybody's interested, I'll give you the names of all of these. These you can get at any health food store. You make sure you get the 100% pure eucalyptus. Love the smell of that. 100% tea tree, 100% peppermint. See, this one here was $8.99. 100% citronella and 100% rosemary. And you put 5 drops of these into 1 cup of water and put it into a spray bottle. And you can spray it on your pets to keep any harmful bug bites off of them. And this is really good for ticks and fleas. So if you have a flea problem too, perfect. Get rid of them. It'll kill them.
So you've got peppermint, tea tree, citronella, rosemary, and what was the 5th one?
Eucalyptus.
Mm-hmm.
And all you need, and I'm telling you, these are very powerful when they're 100% pure.
Oh, yeah.
They're powerful, but my dog didn't mind it. We spray her with it all the time. It's never made her sick, nothing. If you know you're going to go out in the country, or you live in the country and you have fleas or you have ticks, use this solution and your dog should be good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
It's a pet spray.
Yeah. So with peppermint oil, I take like 5 drops of it and put it in water, and I put like 3 drops of lavender. And you know how you get really, really, really hot and just overheated, or us as women have hot flashes?
Yeah.
You literally spray that. I just put it in a sprayer, so I have it all the time. I don't have it in here right now, but you spray it on your face and on your hands, and it instantaneously cools you down. like instantaneously. You can be out in a hot sweat, full on sweat and drip off of you. You spray that on your face and your neck and your hands, and you freaking just cool down immediately. It's amazing.
I don't know, Penny. Not too sure about the citronella hurting any dog ever. Ever heard of that? I've always checked online about citronella. You burn those freaking candles around animals. I don't think the citronella oil is toxic. They wouldn't tell you to make a solution with citronella as a pet spray for your dog if it was toxic.
Well, and I grow citronella plants. Actually, have the citronella plants, and I take the leaves off because it's a geranium. I
Yeah.
take the leaves off, and then I rub the leaf because then that enhances the oils. It activates the oil. And then I rub that on my dogs and I rub it on me, and I've never had my dogs get sick either. Because it keeps mosquitoes away, so that's why I do it when we go camping.
Well, like I said, it's not all citronella. This is pure. I don't know. You might want to check about the pure citronella, but this has never made my dog sick ever. This stuff ever. If anything, I think I've saved her from ever getting a tick on her in her life because she's never had one. Never. The research she's done. Well, I'm going to go research it. I never did research it, literally. I didn't know citronella oil was bad for dogs, and yet I was putting that in her dog spray. You don't spray it in their face.
No, and I wouldn't spray it on their belly like that. I don't do that. I just spray it on their.
Once they get wind, the bugs get wind of that smell of that animal, they ain't going to try to bite it. Believe me. It does smell really nice, but I think at times the tea tree oil really overpowers all the rest of those essential oils. It's so strong. And I hate the smell of tea tree oil for some reason. Can't stand it. And I was in the Shoppers Drug Mart last week or the week before, I can't remember now. But anyway, somebody broke a bottle of tea tree oil right by the cashiers. I'm like, holy man, woman, can you please hurry up so I can get the hell out of here? I can't stand the smell of it. Pure bottle of whole tea tree oil. Of all oils they had to break was that one. I was like, gosh, I can't. I said to Jeff, this is giving me a headache. Can't stand tea tree oil. But yeah, I'm gonna check on that, Penny, because that's weird. We'll go check and see. Oh, anyways, I gotta go, guys. Someone at the door. Take care, everyone. Bye. God bless. Love you all.